And so this is Pegasus for the Amiga. I believe this is the second time we have played this one. It's a very engaging shoot 'em up and platform hack and slash. Oh yeah, good old Satan, Lord of Evil, has plotted to gain ultimate power for countless millennia. I'm just going to notch the... Sorry about this, I'm just going to notch down the volume a little bit here. Just a touch. There we go. So yeah, we're talking about the CD32 as well. Yeah, I don't know why the price tag was so big. But if they just made it a little bit cheaper, it might have been a bit better. I'm trying to remember the time, like when did the other stuff start coming out, like the PlayStation and the other, better consoles. The Sega CD sort of met the same fate. I'm not too knowledgeable with that. But wasn't it like this? Was it like the Sega Mega Drive, and then they added in lots of other stuff? Was it the Sega, or was it the Sega Jaguar? I can't remember. Might be getting mixed up with something, but there was like the Sega CD, which was like an extra installment that you put with the console. Was the Genesis? I mean, yeah. Sorry, going back to the game for a bit. Fantastic intro. Digging the music and the graphics, of course. Also, it must have been really cold. But then again, he's a barbarian. Barbarians don't fear the elements. In fact, true story, the only one thing that a barbarian fears is a reflection. Because once they start posing in the mirror, you can't tear them away. All the add-ons that were stupid and 32X just being a cash grab. Yeah. I can sort of understand where they're coming from. If they want to try getting in that extra buck, it sort of makes sense from that standpoint. But it made it look really sort of ugly, didn't it? Yeah, I remember seeing the that Angry Video Game Nerd episode where like you plug everything together. I think he says stuff like, "Look at it. It looks like it looks like something like out of life support." I thought, "Yep, perfect analogy." I mean, yeah, probably McQuit, but they just wanted to make. They were just desperate to make extra bits of money. I mean, just look at the Nintendo DS. Oh, blast! I forgot about this bit. Because we're running this on an IPF, we do need the manual here. Okay, so Pegasus, manual, Amiga, what you got? Hall of Lights. Got a manual for me, nice. No, we need to open it, it just says something went wrong for a bit. So, okay. So we need to search, this is the game before the game, guys. Let's have a look. We need to search for what was it? A diagonal shield. With a shield with diagonal stripes. I think we found it. Hang on, we went past it, didn't we? Where was said shield? Oh, there's a shield with an evil face. There we go. Can we see that? It is page 14. So let's go back and type in page number 14. There we go. I assume that that's working. I hate it when you get like copy protection screens and you think that they work, but when you get like halfway into a level, it just sort of like freezes and it says, actually, you entered the code wrong. I think Pipe Mania did something along those lines. Anyway, let's get back to it. Sega's got smarter listening to fans and stuff. Yeah, I've no idea to be honest. But I seem to remember like even like the Nintendo DS, like how many installments did that have, and how many of those were like necessary? Like you could understand it from a cash grab kind of view, but like what did we have? Like Nintendo DS, DSi, Mini DS, DS Lite Edition, and then they like transcended to 3DS, and then there was like different varieties of that. Then there was like the 2DS. It did get a bit crazy. Like I thought the 2DS was kind of stupid because it didn't come with the like closed lid. You know the, which was like that was like one of the main good features of the DS. You know, just like the ability to like close the lid and then like come back to it like a week later. Oh, of course they had the DS extra large, didn't they? Was never a fan of the was never a fan of the Switch. I mean, I can sort of understand it if you wanted like a, you know, it's like a game for like, if you wanted to load up a quick game for the family, I suppose, or a small group of friends. But to me, it just like reminded me too much of the DS. So I'm just getting ahead of myself with the conversation. I think other people are talking about the Sega still. Oh, there we go. I wondered what activated the power-ups. Oh. We activated it for half a second before the level ended. Nice. Sega's like the Commodore in said regard, wish they'll still be around in utopic sense and posing an alternative to win. Yeah, 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 absolutely. So kind of loosely reminds me of was it Leander, where that armored warrior changes color when he takes damage. Although this one's definitely more arcadey. Oh, where did they go? I was expecting them to land, but no. I think the sky claimed them. Oh, there they go. My God. Yikes. That was some hand time there. Oh, maybe you don't change color, just change color briefly. Can I? Okay. I was hoping more enemies will show up so I can use the nuke. Oh well. I can't use it anyway. Wait a second. About Nintendo, they offer something in the Xbox, and yeah, they're all kind. I mean, they all kind of. They're all sort of different, aren't they? The PlayStation is more sort of a straightforward model, isn't it? Just go from like two, three, four, five. Nintendo tried to do lots of weird things like I'm not sure if they're releasing another Nintendo main product. Like we had the Wii, the Wii U, and then the Switch. And I like the Wii U the most, mainly because of like the stylus. I thought that was kind of useful. But I don't know why they chose to abolish that with the Switch. Like, couldn't they just include that? Or maybe there was another separate device. I don't know. I mean, mind you, I only used the Wii U for Mario Maker, which I think is now obsolete, which is a pity. Actually, is Mario Maker 2 obsolete now? And as for the Xbox, yeah, I'm not sure. I've never owned an Xbox in my life, but I've heard pretty good things about it. Like the only thing that kind of annoys me is like why are the titles so similar? Like the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X, it just seems kind of weird. Like there was, keep in mind that there was probably like a committee meeting, like I don't know, a big old table with 50 people around them, and that was what they went with, Xbox Series X. Like not. I mean, I suppose it's a more maybe the idea I'm thinking of is a bit more cheesy, but what about just like the Xbox Extreme? Maybe it's like 290s, I don't know. Or Xbox Excalibur, where the console looks like a giant sword. Or no, it's a big. It looks like a big rock, and the cartridge and all the cartridges are swords. Series give us more money. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's how big companies work, I'm afraid. Not satisfied with the millions or the billions, they just want to keep going. PlayStation is better. PlayStation's more sort of it's more sort of solid, isn't it? Like I see Nintendo as quirky, you know, lots of new ideas, but not always reliable. Ah, damn it! I panicked. I could have used a bit of animation for the statues. They're supposed to be like gargoyles. Yeah, I mean, the PlayStation is what I used to start off with my streaming because I had a pretty easy to. This was the PlayStation 4, and with that, I used to stream quite often. What was it? The Binding of Isaac. I think that was one of my first games that I streamed ever. Binding of Isaac, Spelunky, and Crypto the Necrodancer. Locals have been PS3, PS4, so naturally they went with 5. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I've got I've always had PlayStations for as long as I remember. Had the PS1, 2, 3, and 4, but never bothered with the fifth one. I think it just got to the stage where, maybe I'll pick one up if it's like really cheap and and it's got the time and there's plenty of games for it. But even so, I'm not too fussed now. I got to the stage where I don't really need any more, consoles and computers. And I think it's more for people who just want to, I don't know, collectors, I suppose, or people that want to, show it off on their stream. Oh, I forgot. You hold down fire and it unleashes that. Okay. Oh, really? Sorry, I just thought of a kind of like a joke there because I thought as the water like if there's like a flood, the PS5 could like it kind of reminds me of a surfboard, so it could be used in that regard. Like converts himself into a mini like aqua device. It's got it's quite a quirky design, isn't it? Oh, a bit worried there, but it froze up for a bit. I mean, I'm just thinking of that reminded me of all the devices that the Wii had. Sorry, that the Nintendo, yeah, Nintendo Wii had. Obviously, there was the remote. Was it? There was a few other things, wasn't there? Or am I thinking of one of the Xbox devices where it had like all sorts of like keep fit equipment? I suppose the latest thing would be virtual reality now, wouldn't it? They hear a lot of people complaining that, it's like, oh, these guys. Hear a lot of people complaining that it can give them seizures or headaches, stuff like that. Mostly kid, yeah, mostly a kid thing. Go in there. Can you down that? Shocked how kids 9 years old already hanging around with random people in VR at that age. Oh, I've never heard about that. Yeah, that sounds a bit worrying. I wonder how many years it's going to take before they finally, get a VR system that's effective. Doesn't cause like stress or headaches and makes it safe to use. Probably like 5 or 6 years. We need Paperboy in VR. You can use like a training bicycle, to, like cycle around, and then like a motion for like throwing the papers. And yeah. Well, no, you don't, you don't, you're not the piece of paper that gets. That won't be fun. You just like get flown airborne, and then you just like get stuck in a post box. That sounds like a quirky idea for a Steam game. Newspaper simulator. You are the newspaper. Occasionally you get read, and then you just get thrown in the bin. Oh, that would be headache inducing. Marble Madness in VR. In Gladiators, that game, what was it called? Was it Atmosphere? Or, I can't remember. But you went into like this, like big old pendulum or something like that. It's that big old sphere. Hamster balls, those sort of things. Can you imagine having one of those in VR? God, how much space would you need just to play that? You just imagine lots of people just like get throwing up all over the place. Why does my mind go to like the worst possible case scenario? But I always find stuff like that, regarding virtual reality, it's the sort of stuff that people would be like really engaged into for like, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks straight, and then they'll just like leave it in the closet somewhere. It's sort of like a flavor of the month sort of thing. And yeah, to be fair, it's not something like, there's other factors as well. There's other things. Like, blenders. It's like, oh, I got a blender for Christmas. So you spend like the next like 2 weeks doing nothing but blend stuff. And then it just gets forgotten. That'd be, and everything else is like connected pretty much by USB, isn't it? The USB ports. So it'd be like a USB connected blender. That's kind of cheap from above. Get out of that. Yeah, you better run. No, fair enough. Yeah, not all the enemies are threatening. Some just like to stretch their limbs a bit. I was a bastards like that. Yeah. I think that's same applies with a lot of stuff that takes a lot of time to set up. Unfortunately, board games happen to be I'm on that category. Oops. Why did I not jump there? Okay, that's weird. It's just me having a senior moment. Like Mousetrap, that was supposed to be a game for kids, wasn't it? It was a game for kids, but the adults had to like set it all up. Actually, how was it done? You had to move around the board, and then like every time you moved around, you also had to place a piece of the trap together. And when the trap did work, that was kind of like the whole gimmick of the game. And I wasted loads of money as a kid when I was, buying board games. Ouch. Crapshot, hello, how you keeping? This game is suspicious. Mega suspicious. Well, if there's a lot of pegging, then yeah, you're definitely right. Keep forgetting about that. Did they choose that in the last second again? I think I did. Oh no, there's still a bit more. But yeah, hope you're keeping well, Trap. Hope all is good on your end. Thank you for the 5 stream streak as well. You're doing okay? Good stuff. I mean, to get even a 5 stream streak on this channel is impressive, considering my hours. I do tend to start just like some. Sometimes I follow schedules. Sometimes it's just whenever I feel like it. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thanks. Might be due to the games that I'm playing. We've had two pretty decent ones so far. The last one. What was the last one called? Star Trash. I mean, that was a little bit tricky to get into, but it was still kind of fun in its own weird and wonderful way. A very isometric-y, marble madness-y kind of game. Quite like the Mudmen. Um, oh yeah, that was a bit weird, but okay. This ain't Mario. You can't just bounce on the enemies, sir. Okay, it's loading the second disk drive, so something big is happening. Yeah, there we go. Oops. I think we nearly lost a life there. I think maybe we did the same time we killed. We killed it. Yeah, it's a shame because last Christmas I wanted to try out. Well, not try out. I wanted to. I wanted the rest of my family to try out Seven Wonders, but it's unfortunate just because there's not really enough time, and Seven Wonders is quite a time-consuming game already. It's funny because my older brother looked at the box set of it, and it looks at like the time that it took to play the game, and he says, "Yeah, right." And it's true. Yeah, people can't. Like people say, like typical game time or average game time, like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and it's like, is it hell? Sure, if you're playing with absolute geniuses that can pick up the game like immediately, and no one fits that category. Sorry, but no one's a genius. And if you think you are lying. Not a fan of these attack patterns, so it's just like too fast and too like wavering all over the place. Particularly the small enemies as well, they're really annoying. Oh, okay, we lost our first life, but we still got some continues, haven't we? Yeah. Oh yeah, of course we lost one of our lives with making a stupid non-jump into the pit. Gosh, didn't even tell you what. I didn't even see those small enemies. I was too busy firing out my daggers that yeah, sort of like blended in. There we go. Sorry, I read that wrong. I meant you just like literally dropped them all on the floor. Just dropped all yeah. I mean, I used to have the PlayStation 4 for a short while, but even that I've never really used now. PC is definitely the more practical one out there. I mean, let's put it this way: we use the PC to stream ourselves playing games on the console, just like us, you know, like experimenting sort of thing. mean, yeah. Sorry, tell a lie. I still use the Nintendo 3DS now and then. But that's like if I'm tired but not tired enough to go to sleep, I'll play something on that. Doesn't sound like the best review, does it? It's great to use if you're on the verge of falling asleep. Dropping acorns on me now. The ultimate insult. At this age, you really should. Yeah, true. Just like the basics is enough. Or I guess get a computer that's powerful enough so you won't need to worry about it. But even so, you need to have a tiny bit of knowledge. Oops! Oh, God damn it! Oh, yeah, I forgot about the duck. Doesn't Yeah, it doesn't really do much to the hitbox though. No. Don't even grab that. Don't think I can I? Annoying. Must pick up power up that I don't even know what it does. There we go. Yeah, so some of these attack patterns are just a little bit nuts. I hate those. I really hate those guys. Mainly because they're like impossible to fight back. What the hell? We've been attacked by muddy Doritos now. Actually, I do have a Game Boy emulator, so you can play Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance ones. I don't think I got a Nintendo DS emulator. I just wonder how that would work effectively because it's two screens, isn't it? One which you need to sort of use the stylus on. Oops. Oh, we didn't need to go down there. Yeah. I don't know. I've never tried one out. Might want to experiment around with that bit. Oh, of course. Yeah. So the mouse for the stylus. That makes sense. No idea how long this shield lasts, but it looks really cool. Oh, using a tablet. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I'm not sure. Definitely, if that was the case, I wonder if they were, yeah, inspired by it. I think this game is quite old even for like an Amiga title. So, for a game this age, they've done everything really well here. Just wasted that. I really hope that key's not important. There's some. Oh, are they just spikes? Okay, they're just spikes, I think. Oh, very much like the movie. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a while since I've watched Clash of the Titans. I have no idea how long this lasts. Oh, wow, not long at all, but okay. I've just run around for a bit. What's the point of that? Maybe just to get that power up. Oh, they're zombies. Quite like, quite like how they just like fall off the roof. Okay, can't get in this one. Oh yeah, hasn't landed on worms yet, but there's a pretty good chance of it happening. I think with Pegasus complete, it would be, I think 9 games left. So 1 in 9 chance and then a 1 in 8 chance. Yeah, still potential. Ah, that was my last life. Damn it. Okay, I think we got at least 1 or 2 continues. And oh, we're about 6 minutes left, so we should. I mean, we'll still survive. Oh no, is that it? Oh no, tell a lie. That was it. That was unfortunate. I thought we had more continues than that. Okay. That's unfortunate. I was going to type in the password, but then I hesitantly pressed the fire button. So, yeah, we've got about 6 minutes, so we might as well keep playing until those 6 minutes are up. But yeah, really, really good game. There's a lot of levels to this one, isn't there? There's a lot of levels to get through. So maybe one of these days we'll have a go at, trying the whole thing. Bad Blood for bad blood for DOS. It is noted, and I'll pop that on the wheel next. What's that one called? Boogerman. Oh my. I think I have a rough idea what that game involves. Which I don't know why I select this power up. It's actually worse than the other shot I had. Maybe I need that power up just to sort the next link is like this plasma weapon, which is pretty meaty. Also, I hope Boogerman isn't a tie-in to its sequel, Bad Blood. Otherwise, that might be a bit revolting. Okay, well we've got just under 3 minutes. Okay. Yeah, bloody nose. I mean, we've all been there, haven't we? When we were kids, we just kept on picking our nose, and eventually we picked it a little too much. But I reckon some of us did that deliberately to get, because if there was like a lesson that we didn't like. Ouch. Okay, 20 seconds. Oh yeah, I mean, even though I played this one a short while back, yeah, it's a really decent shoot 'em up slash hack and slash. I'd say if there was one problem with the game, I'd say it's a bit plain sailing in the opening levels, and then the difficulty does spike up a little fierce after about 10 or so levels. Other than that, though, they pretty much got everything right with this one. And okay, the hour is up. So it's time to move on, but that was Pegasus. Hope everyone enjoyed that. See you on the next game.